the 2010 Commonwealth Games in New Delhi at the highest point in Moses Kipsiro's career. He won double gold in the 5,000 meters and 10,000 meters. In the 5,000 meters, he beat current marathon great Eliud Kipchoge, who finished second. Despite specializing in the 5,000 meters, it was earlier in that year at the Africa Senior Championships when he gave it a go at the 10,000 meters, where he placed second at the Games.
When I ended in front, I say, okay, now I have to give this. I have to give this, knowing that the last minute it is going to be tough. Because I knew Kipchoge was strong. When the bell goes, I don't want Kipchoge to pass me.
Kipsiro never won an Olympic medal in his career. However, at the 2012 Games in London, he was denied a potential medal due to no fault of his.
But you know, this organizing and mentally, you know, running is all about the brain and, you know, being focused. So when you are distorted.
Following the 2010 double gold haul in New Delhi, Kipsiro was expected to be the next dominant force in the long-distance races. However, mystery surrounded what happened next for him as he skipped the World Athletics Championships in Daegu, South Korea. He was widely expected to step on the long-distance throne. One of the issues was the 100 million shillings the president had given the local leaders to celebrate Kipsiro's heroics. However, the leaders were more intent on swindling the money rather than putting it to proper use. Kipsiro wanted some of that money to go into motivating the athletics camps in the region.
So what I suggested to them was, you know, to give out of this money, you have said that you are going to budget 50 million. Then the 50 million, they are going to fight and put to their pockets. I told them, no, there's nothing that will happen like that. They now started seeing me as a bad person. But I was doing the right thing.
In August 2014, Kipsiro, against all odds, defended his 10,000 meters crown at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. With a heavily bandaged knee, he barely beat Kenyan Josephat Kipkoech by 0.3 seconds. However, that was the beginning of his injury problems that saw his career begin to wane.
I ran, but I was not trusting myself. I said, about now, this knee. So, but when I reached the 16 slab, 17, I saw the leg was still okay. The doctor had that I had won. But he told me, you know what, Kipsiro? You have a very big problem with your knee.
After winning in Glasgow, Kipsiro was supposed to go to Dublin for immediate treatment. However, government officials who were part of the delegation insisted he return to the country before he started treatment. He left behind details so that a vehicle could be processed for him. But to this day, he has never seen that vehicle.
There's a guy who works in one of the Victoria Motors company. And he told me, Kipsiro, have you received your vehicle? I said, no, I have not received it, but you know, I'm not here in the country. He said, oh, but they have just taken a vehicle on your names here.
After the elections in 2021, the president promised to follow up on the issue and help him finish his hotel structure.
But in 2021, after elections, I talked to His Excellency through the phone. And he promised me that he's going to handle that. Plus also this building you have gone through the hotel here, I have not finished. I told him I got the problem when I became, you know, I didn't have enough funds to finish the hotel. Then he promised me that he's going to fund me to finish the hotel.
Kipsiro finally flew to Ireland to see the knee specialist who also treats rugby players. At this stage, the extent of his injury was discovered. The injury prevented him from representing Uganda at the Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro.
2015, I tried to struggle with the injury. Because now they told me, now don't do any grace work. When you're dealing with the knee, it is something that is, actually very hard to heal a knee.
Kipsiro hoped to find solace in road races after his injury. He turned to the marathons and did a few of them before he decided enough was enough.
I started with the Hamburg. I did Hamburg 2:15. I did New York at 2:14, number 7. I did Ottawa in Canada, and I was number 4. Number 4. And I did 2:10. So I was actually progressing, but I was striked off.
He is now focusing his energy on nurturing talents for the future. He has his own athletics camp and already has a gem in Herbert Kibet. Kipsiro is ensuring that the youngsters get both athletics training and school education.
We are now trying, like, if we can get a scholarship, maybe in a school. Yeah, we try to identify the talent and we put them there to study. Now, especially the young ones. The young ones is to encourage them to study, while also encourage them that, yeah, you can run. Yeah, but the first thing is they have to get education.
As he gets down to polishing the next gems to come out of the region, Kipsiro implores the government to also put a training facility in the district.